Yeah, you can only get it from YouTube until I share it. So let me go to our channel. Top 16. I got share.
Hey, are we live? Do you have the earpieces? All right, well, good afternoon, bowling fans, and welcome back to the 2025 Missouri Masters. We are live from Revolution's Lanes and Front Center at St. Joseph, Missouri. We will be covering the winner side of the bracket here during this broadcast. Please share the broadcast with your friends if you have the chance and invite them to watch our show. The broadcast team, yours truly, Monty Smith, and my partner and lovely wife, Rhonda Brown Smith, will be calling the action. And we're on lanes 5 and 6. So we have Jaron Heisendorf versus Natalie Dutton. Jaron up here in the first frame. Well, they're competing on a 40-foot sport certified pattern. Reverse brush drop of 35 feet. Very flat. It's a 1.8 to 1 ratio. It's about 34 units of oil, most of it in the front part of the lane. Scores have been very modest, very difficult condition. Spares are at a premium. Now, as you see, Jared was an open in the first frame. His opponent, Natalie Dutton, has been shooting her spares very well all day long, staying alive in this tournament. Off to our right on lane 7 and 8 is our defending champion, Ryan Powers. And he remains alive in the winner's bracket. So this is a double elimination match play event. Everyone in this winner's bracket must lose twice before they're eliminated from the tournament. So even if someone loses their match, they are still alive. Excellent shot from Natalie. She leaves solid 4 pin. Over on lanes 3 and 4, we have Tucker Haynes versus Victor Cortez. Tucker has 9 spare to start the first frame. Victor is up here in the first, looking at converting the 2-4 spare. Throws a spare ball, plastic ball, hard and straight. Which
Heard
is
a little
excellent-
Mika stuff going on.
Yes, he does. Excellent strategy. And you stay up. Oh, well, Natalie, rare miss for her. Rare miss for single spare. On lanes 1 and 2, we have Trey Myers versus Ethan Licky. Two-handers going at it. Trey with the double to start. Ethan with the spare to first frame, stepping up to bowl his second frame on lane 2. Back to action in front of us. Natalie Dutton, 5. real fast and you lose it at the bottom, it just will not come back. So if you're not familiar with sport shot bowling, this pattern is flat. 1.8 to 1 ratio, 40 feet long, 35-foot reverse brush, as juxtaposed to your league shot, which is probably 41, 42 feet long, and 10, 12, maybe even 20 to 1 ratio. So on your league shot, you miss to the right, the right-handed bowler, the ball will return to the pocket. If you miss inside of your target line, the ball will skid, it will push down the oil and travel back to the pocket. So that pattern is designed to help you score. This pattern is flat. It is designed to make you, the bowler, make shots. This is the shot maker's pattern. The pattern changes quickly, and it's not uncommon to see bowlers have 2-3 strikes in a row, and then they start to throw splits because the pattern has changed that much just within 3 or 4 frames. Now, and right there, Ryan Powers had double to start, 3rd frame, ball right through the face for a 4-6-10 split. This opponent is clean through 2 frames. Start up on lane 5. And very typical. Just kind of lost the shot at the bottom, got a little quick, and leaves 2-8-10. Very difficult split rather to convert. David on lane 8 leaves 6-10, but today 9 spare, 8 spare, any kind of spare is a good result. Fill frames. Fill frames, win games. Trey is up over on 1-2. Tucker is going to attempt to convert the pesky 2-8. Now he gets 1 out. It's just a tough shot.
It's real slick now, you know.
Very, very tough to hook at any spare. Trey Myers on lane 2. Very nice shot for flat 10. You should be able to convert that spare. Natalie with the crossover. We've seen a lot of crossover strikes today. High carry percentage at Revolutions for a Brooklyn hit. Take it from 2 people that bowl here a lot. All right, Trey converted that 10 pin. All right, let's take a look here at Natalie Dutton. 4th frame, lane number 5. She missed in, but it's going to push. Nope. A lot of surface on that ball. 6-10 is makeable. Ryan Powers with that big hammer and another split on lane 8. This pattern is changing quickly. Showing a little frustration. Ryan expressed to me in between matches that he's not as sharp as he'd like to be today, but he's still in it. This tournament is about winning matches, not necessarily pounding up total pinfall. Good spare from Miss Natalie. Trey Myers converts another 10 pin, so he's got a double 9 spare on 1. All right, Jared got a nice shot, very nice shot. He liked it, he celebrated it just before it struck the pins. And changed into the purple hammer, and that ball so through the face. So it looked like the purple hammer got a little farther down the lane than the pink black widow, but nevertheless, he weighs 3/610. Not an easy spare to convert on any pattern, especially this one. No, gonna ride the cliff. Oh, he gets a little help on that 10 pin. Thought he might ride that cliff to a strike, but leaves 4-7. Nice. Ryan's Powers convert to 3/610, and he does so. Parker Haynes, stone 8-10. No. David D. I'm not sure David's last name from the score sheet, but he is clean with 5, working the double against our defending champion, Ryan Powers. Natalie Dutton on lane 6, 5th frame. Ooh. She liked it, jumped up on her a little bit. She used a makeable 4-7. Right now, Trey Myers is clean. David D is clean. Is Ethan clean? Oh, converted to straight. Good job.
310.
Natalie, get over there. There you go. Got it. She had to give a little help with the foot kick.
Oh, says that doesn't work.
Well, Natalie says it does. Right now, Natalie's one ball. Ooh, Trey through the face down there on lane 2 for 4-6-7. Oh, we don't need to go there. We'll keep it focused right here. See what David D can do. He covers that spare and stays clean through 6 frames. So got the advantage right now halfway through the match against Ryan Powers. Tucker Haynes is having trouble with carry. Some pretty good shots in the pocket. See what Natalie has here. In the 6. Looking early. All right, makeable spare. Ryan Powers on lane 8. See if he can get back on the strike train. Well, he turned his back on it. He's got a helicopter on the deck, but he's going to leave the 5 pin. Seems to be a little frustrated, which is not hard to get frustrated on this pattern. Even very, very good shots sometimes don't work out the way you think. Ryan's going to 5 pin, and he's going to cover it. Natalie's got her 6-10. Sparing it up. So right now, to 4 complete frames, Jared has 55. Through 4 complete, Natalie has 67. 5 complete, she has 85. Best Jared can have through 5 is 10-pin deficit. He missed right, and he's fortunate to get an 8 count. Oh my goodness. Off camera, you can see maybe the result, but Ethan Lichty, beautiful shot. Ring 10, move the 10, and still standing. Ryan back to that purple hammer. Peels off the break point, just comes in behind the head pin for a 210. So he's not happy. Very frustrated. Ryan needs to refocus. Probably just needs to make a speed adjustment. And Jared converts the spare. Still down by about 10 pence. Wow, big Brooklyn runaway for David D. But strikes a strike. Tucker Haynes, 10 back for him on lane 4. And here's Jared on lane 5. Maybe. There it is. Mix them up. A little 14.5 board mixer. A lot of close matches here. It's a big double for David. Right. Natalie can use the strike right here in the 7th frame. It's a washout instead. No, Ryan Powers is in trouble. He has lost his look with the purple. He's lost his look with the pink. And it looks like he's gone to, not sure what he's gone to. Hammer new, perhaps? I can't tell. Not urethane, but he did not get the ball to the 3-pin on that shot. He did cover the spare. I don't know if he thought much of it.
There's a pin between Ethan and
I got a 1-pin match on 1 and 2. A 10-pin match on 3 and 4. I'm not sure what's going on lane 6. We just need to reset it to 2-pin. That's what's going on. So we got a close match here on 5 and 6, but Natalie Dutton really needs to convert this washout because Jared's on a strike. Well, there we go. Looks like a burgundy hammer from Ryan Powers. Slow hooked it. Oh, good shot. Oh, my goodness. How did that not fall? Natalie Dutton sends a head pin into the sidewall, into the front of the 10-pin, off the sidewall, in behind the 10-pin, and it still stands in defiance. Be a good time for a strike. Oh, Victor Cortez with the power shot. Messengers out that 10-pin. For a turkey. Natalie can't get off the head pin. Been living dangerously. Well, David D is going to send the defending champion to the elimination bracket.
valiant effort.
Tough match going on here in 5 and 6. This shot is so difficult, anything can happen. The tables can turn quickly. Oh, there you go. Ethan down on lane 1, 10 back. So we'll get a report here from RBS.
Well, Ethan, hold on, with that strike in the foundation frame, he's working a 151. It's 153 and he hasn't bowled in the ninth yet.
Still a tight match.
Trey is working a spare from the eighth.
The match is over on 7 and 8. Champ is on his way to the elimination bracket. So focusing our attention on our contested matches. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Jared Heisendorf, I believe it is up. Heisdorf, my apologies. Jason Heisdorf is up on lane 9, working a double. Strike here pretty much locks it up.
Oh, got something off the wall.
Yep. Jason doing what he's done this whole tournament. He gets the ball to push right along that cliff, trips out that 4-pin. Down on lane 2. Trey Myers had a messenger take out the 9-pin.
Houdini won by 4 pins.
And it's being reported that Jim Houdini Lewis has escaped yet defeat once again to survive in this event. Won his match by 4 pins. That's
Trey can shut out Ethan.
no.
Ethan will go down.
Well, looks like Miss Dutton is going to be on her way to the elimination bracket as well. .59 being her maximum score, and Jared Heisdorf has that many pins in reserve already. Victor Cortez on the 4-bagger. Fifth frame, lane number 3. Oh, very fortunate break. Came up behind the head pin, left to 4, 6, 7, and 6 fell out for an 8 count. Should easily be ahead in his match. I can't really see the score on the monitor on lane 4. It's dark.
Tucker has 142 in the foundation frame with a strike. Victor is 201. Possible.
Well, there's a great shot from Miss Dutton, but unfortunately for her, it's not going to be enough. Victor covers the spare. And Trey's believes going to shoot 221. He's going to win his match. Victor has shot Cortez. Got 201 plus count on his next shot for his total. I cannot see the monitor on lane 4.
Tucker has a 202. Possible. Yeah, 202.
Is that his max?
Yeah.
So Victor needs 2 pins to lock it up. And that looks like 2. 8 is 2. So
8 is better.
209, he is going to win. Tucker Haynes off to the elimination bracket. Jared Heisdorf is going to win his match. Great shot, Tucker Haynes. Cannot see what his score is. Sid, Trey Myers, winner. Victor Cortez is the winner.
170 something.
David D is the winner. And I don't know who has been eliminated from the loser side. I do know that Jim Lewis survived once
So
again.
that means Tyson's gone. And I don't know who else is down there. Jim just came because he escaped again. Which is now further than he got last year.
This is where he got knocked out last year, I think, at about this point. Okay. All right, bowling fans, please stand by. See where we're headed to next. You're watching the 2025 Missouri Masters live from Revolution's Lanes and Fun Center.
Round of 16. Quick reload on lanes 21 through 24 real quick, so 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we're going to get started.
Okay, we're going to resume in 10 or 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're getting down towards the championship round.
We just gotta figure out where we want to go. See what's going on.
Those that were eliminated, we got payout ready for you over here at Pro Shop PC. Bring it on.
Okay, Jasmine's asking. So,
Ethan's got Carly. We go 13, 14 is going 13, 14, 15, 16. And then 17,
Okay.
18. And then those are the winners brackets.
Take it wherever you need to take it.
Hold on. What we'll do is
We'll take the whole stand.
just trying to get one more little bit of oomph.
Powered up.
Just give me a little more. Okay. We are moving.
Doesn't matter anymore, does it? Thank you. We're all good. We're all good.
Thank you. You sure?
Yeah, I can also move my shit. I don't need that too.
You're fine. Because we got these two and then we can go to 17, 18. So it was perfect. And in fact, I can see it all. All right. And my powered on. I'm learning about this. I love this. I like this so much I bought one. I had it delivered yesterday. All right. Give me a little more power. We're gonna have to plug in the.
No, I'm okay. Actually, you can pick it.
They want to take every shot.
You gotta do it before you open.
Yes.
Or after you open.
So yeah, well, my hair's already fresh.
I figured it out. Winter cyclone on burn. Winter cyclone.
We just know everybody.
Let me check the winter side.
Ryan, is so not everybody has fresh.
Not everybody has first.
Not this round.
Okay,
The
that
winners
makes-
bracket
okay.
is on burn, and everybody in the losers bracket is,
Is good.
yeah, is on
Has
burn.
fresh. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but after this, the losers bracket will go down there and bowl on burn.
Burn. Okay.
The winners bracket will be on fresh. 9 to 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Not close.
Done with it. Yeah. Everyone else is hanging out. 7, 8. Probably have been
Because the winner, I was in the winner's bracket, so I lost. So I'm gonna be so that
He just did me a favor, and you know what Monty did? He left me with his shirt. He did. How does that work?
Well, now that my currency is over, now I can.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Oh, I'm still working on it. I just want to know. Came in the chair for me. I picked up the other
You gotta
one.
watch that guy.
Yep. Monty got his own water drinks now, and then I had to carry Monty's chair. How that works.
live stream day, so.
I'm telling you, every time I find somebody with a German name, I get so excited. He's like, how do you say that? I'm like, you say it this way.
Yeah, it's Eisdorf. Very German.
See, Heisdorf.
High school.
Yep.
Yep.
Spoke with the German here.
Echt Deutsch.
Yeah. We're
Sprichst
actually,
du Deutsch?
we still have cousins in Germany now, and we're going for Oktoberfest. We're going for this September.
Okay. It's a Pumpkin Fest, you know this,
Yes.
right? Because I took my kids on reunification day, and they were all on the Marian visa, just passed out.
Oh my gosh.
And here are my kids. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, taking a nap, sweetie. It's okay.
I've been drinking all day in the hot sun.
Yeah.
Passing
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, this will be my first time in Germany, so I'm very excited.
Oh, where are you going?
We're flying in and out of Munich, but then we might try to hit, undecided yet, but either Vienna and Prague or do northern Germany and Prague and back to Munich. So,
Yes.
undecided.
But Vienna's wonderful too.
Yeah.
So, because in my first college stint, before I quit school to get married, see, don't do those things. Hey, you got 3 kids, it's okay.
Yeah.
And an ex-husband. But he was a German major, linguist, and we were both German majors. So we went to spent 8 weeks in Passau at a Goethe Institute, which was wonderful. It was my first time I'd ever left the country. And I was this little girl from Colorado, and I grew up in North Dakota, you know. And then I got to spend 10 years of my life in Germany because of his military career, and it was so awesome. and we got to see so much. So
That is amazing.
yeah, and so we were there in Berlin when the wall came down. So yeah, we were watching the German news that night, and they interrupt. You know, Germans are very methodical people. They don't go out of their routine,
Yeah.
and they interrupted the German news because a guard had led people out of the news, and it was just like the whole streets were like just. It was amazing.
That is crazy.
Oh God, now what? What did you find?
Came through my feed. I don't know. I think it's that same post. There's over 100 comments now.
Oh. Well, you just did, so let me go.
Well, this might be a different one.
Oh, we had a sweep. The O's swept somebody.
We have the White Sox.
Well, that's okay. It's a sweep.
I want to see the White Sox play the Rockies.
Yeah.
I bet both teams could find a way to lose.
Right.
Nobody won. Both teams lost.
It's ending in a loss. That's a big one.
I've lived in Baltimore for 40 years. Been an Oriole fan since 1971.
Yeah.
And it's like they're driving me crazy. And it's like they better beat Chicago. Because
Yeah.
I know, especially this year after he's just lost 70 pounds and he had to buy all new hats because his head shrunk.
did.
Had to have new hats. He has all new Oreos garb. And then the O's are sucking it up. Like, come on, O's. I forgot we're still on. Oh no, well we sort of are.
Should be.
Okay, so here's the question.
But then like we have three others that are like. I know.
think
You good now? Okay.
Yeah, you just been talking to him.
So nothing, right? All right. Well, good afternoon, bowling fans. Welcome to the 2025 Missouri Masters, coming live from Revolution Lanes and Fun Center in St. Joseph, Missouri. Brian and Jacqueline Manini are our proprietors and gracious hosts. We'd like to thank them and their staff for all of their hard work in putting on this event. And at this time, I'd like to recognize our tournament sponsors. We have, of course, Revolution's Lanes and Fun Center. Also, Miller Tires. Missouri
For everybody,
Stand by as we have some announcements.
So go back and look at the results. They are all on KingFitTournaments.com under the Missouri Masters. All right, good luck, bowl well, and have fun.
Okay, back to our live action. So, Missouri Bowling Tournaments, one of our sponsors, Genius Graphics, C&M Truck Services, Berkey Turkey Bowling Supply, which is part of Berkey Turkey's Pro Shop. Our tournament director, Ryan Burks, proprietor, and Dan McCook, his partner in crime. Also like to thank Dan Schmerbach and the Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour. Shelter Insurance, our local agent being Lisa Finley. And of course, Storm Bowling, our tournament sponsors. Here on our second pair of 13 and 14, we have Trey Myers versus Dave D. We know Dave's last name.
I don't know.
Trey opens up with a strike. Victor Cortez on lane 15. We have Jared Heisdorf on lane 16. To give you a report from further down in the contenders bracket, our tournament champion from last year, Ryan Powers, was defeated in his last match and is now in the elimination bracket. Dentlinger, Dave Dentlinger, up on lane 14 and leaves us to 3-6-10.
Another possible German name.
So if you're just tuning in, we're down to 12 bowlers. They're competing on a 40-foot certified sport pattern. The ratio is 1.8 to 1. The 40-foot pattern, about 34 units of oil, mostly in the front of the pattern. Reverse brush of 35 feet. So there's a lot of buff to the end of the pattern. This pattern changes quickly. It's very challenging. Unlike your league bowling shot, this shot requires the bowler to maintain not just target accuracy, but speed accuracy. The release needs to be essentially the same every shot, or they're going to get in a lot of trouble. Spare shooting is a premium on this pattern. You see most of the bowlers using a plastic ball to shoot their spares to take the lane surface out of play. Lane surface here is a 4-year-old Brunswick anvil lane, so it's a pretty new surface. It's a very stable surface. There's not a whole lot of friction on this pattern, except when the oil is drying or moving about on the lane due to the ball motion. And scores have been relatively low. During qualifying, and to my knowledge, the highest score shot in this tournament is 239. All right, David covers that spare. So he's clean through 2. Trey is up working the strike in the second frame. Victor Cortez left 4-7-9 in the second frame. They're making an attempt at it right here. Did not convert. Trey Myers, second frame, working on the strike. Oh boy, gets a little high, gets a little bit of a break there. Can't get the 10 to fall out. The Cortez, third frame. Here we go.
They've done a really good job with this tournament, making sure they're utilizing all parts of the house and all the competitors.
They have been trying to use all the lanes throughout this house. The 24 lane center. There's been a competition on lanes 1 through 24. So much of this tournament is about making spares, controlling the pocket, trying to minimize bad counts. We've seen a lot of 3 and 4 counts today on spares, on a run of strikes. And they take the wind out of you as a competitor. You lose that count. It's pretty much an open. Spares, hard and straight. You may have seen our proprietor and host, Brian Benini. Now he's running back along the walkway, chasing 2024.
That's not a run, that's a sprint.
If you bowl at Revolutions and Brian's working, he is running a lot. And Trey Myers with a very strong shot on lane 13 for a 4-9 split. Right off to our right, here at High Store, up on lane 16. And Runaway Brooklyn, which today we've seen quite a bit of that. If you miss your target, you tug the ball a little bit. If you grab it at the bottom of your swing, it's going to take off on you. If you pull it, it's going to miss the head pin to the left. If you elbow it, it's going to miss the head pin to the right. Very difficult oil pattern you're competing on. David Nentlinger, 2-8, more than one of those today. All right, here at Heisdorf covers the spare and stays clean through 3. One out for David.
Ethan's got 4 in a row.
Who's Ethan playing?
Harley Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Tough competition.
There you go. Jared crosses over for a strike. No bowler likes to do that, but in this tournament, a strike's a strike, and I'm sure he's not going to give it back, and the rules don't allow him to anyway. Another crossover here. Lane 13 leaves the 5-pin. Be interesting to see how he goes about shooting this 5-pin. A lot of players today, when they had the occasion to leave a 5-pin, they just took their spare ball and went hard and straight right up the 20th board to cover that spare. Victor Cortez rings it in on lane 16. Oh, he's gonna, yeah, tilt at first. I thought he was going with his primary shot, but no, absolutely not. That was just a dark colored spare ball going right after the 5-pin. There's a 10-pin to cover here on lane 16. Let's see if he can get it done. Oh, he started and he stopped. And he missed it. Trey Myers, 4th frame. Beautiful shot from Trey. May have been hard to see on the feed. I'm not sure. He's still in urethane right up the gutter. Urethane seems to be reading the lane just after the reverse brush and just lays real nice, smooth track to the pocket. Victor's trying the same thing. He's getting some deflection. Can't seem to get the 10 out. See if Trey Myers can double here in the 5th frame. And he does. Beautiful shot from Trey Myers. There you go. Mr. Cortez covers the 10-pin there in the 5th frame.
These are the last 2 sets of winners, and they'll pay each other. And the other ones are moving up through
So hard to get the ball to the right. Mr. Dentlinger demonstrated on that shot. A lot of friction in the middle of the lane. The oil pattern's breaking down. Get the ball too far to the right, it's going to whip the head pin. You'll feel it wash out. Even seen a couple gutter shots today. Boy. Dave Dentlinger, he liked the shot off his hand. He was getting in position, looked like he was going to celebrate a strike, and the ball just jumped up on him into the pocket. 4-7, he was fortunate. He has a big split right there. He's got 79 through the fifth frame. Trey has 76 through 5, but he's working on a double, so he has about a 20-pin lead at this point. Over on lanes 15 and 16, we got Cortez at 64 in the fifth frame on a spare. And his opponent, Jared Highsworth, has 99. So he's down by about 30 pins because Highsworth is clean. And he just covered that 8 pin. So clean games are, it's hard to lose a clean game. There hasn't been a lot of big scores shot. A couple 220 games here in the match play bracket, but an awful lot of pain you see out there. Just a lot of grinding. Cover those spares, stay away from those splits if you can. A lot of washouts, a lot of buckets, a lot of six counts, a lot of 4-pin combinations to shoot for spares. That makes for low scoring, and it also makes for open frames. All right, Trey Myers with the double 6 frame. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot, Trey. I liked it 20 feet down the lane. Came in a little bit flat, but the power he generates got that messenger take out that 10 pin for a triple. Another beautiful shot. Oh, he loved it, and the head pin comes off the wall, and the 9 is still standing. All right, excellent shot from Trey. Nothing you can do here but cover the spare. Trey's going to put the spare in the pit. There we go. Nice spare. 7 frames. All right, back to 15 and 16. We got Cortez up in the 7th frame. So keep 2. Try your thing off the gutter, and you just can't get it to come back. So Victor is grinding and struggling. So is his opponent, but his opponent is clean. Dave Dentlinger, fortunate to leave the 10 pin. He covers the spare. Over on 15 15 and 16. Cortez, through 6 complete frames, has 89. And Jared Heisler has 109. So a 20 pin deficit. And Jared, another Brooklyn, but leaves a 5 pin. Easy to go Brooklyn on this pattern. Beautiful shot from Detlinger and just rings the 10 pin. Just can't seem to catch up to Trey. Trey's got a better angle off the gutter with the urethane. Jared cover this, and he does. Good shot from Jared Heisdorf and ring 10 for him, but he's clean and he's hanging tough. And on this pattern, if you fill frames, you win games. And that's where he is right now. Trey Myers, crossover in the 8th frame, but he leaves himself a 5 pin. He's in very good position here. I think this game is safe. Just fill frames and easily win the game. Can't tell what's going on down in the elimination bracket. See if I can send someone down there to spy on a couple of key matches. Hang on there, Jared. Okay, he's got it. And Trey's going to put the 5 pin in the pit. All right, back over to our close match here on 15 and 16. Victor Cortez is falling behind. He has 2 opens. 4-7-9, and he missed a 10 pin. His opponent is clean. Never in this match, there are no doubles. Victor has 1 strike in the first frame. Victor made a move left and slow hooked it, and not all that slow, but he brought it back for 10 in the pit. Trey up the gutter again. Likes it. Here's the blower shot. We're striking the 9th frame. David Dittlinger is looking for his first strike of the match. There it is. Now he has the maximum score, 197. Trey is 174 plus count in the 9th frame. So David needs to strike here just to keep Trey Myers honest.
He can just be Carly and he's got her.
So what's the roving reporter got on the match with our defending champion? What's the status of that contest? All right, Dave, push out there for you. Now, unfortunately, he was not able to double. Refused to spare this. And I believe the match is over. Either way.
Ryan Powers has 103 open in the 8th, and CJ Vidcoilis has like more, and he's just struck I'm not gonna say never, but it looks like Ryan Powers is running the end of his
Well,
tournament.
the roving reporter, Rhonda Brown Smith, believes that
Oh,
Ryan
thanks.
Powers is
In trouble.
in jeopardy of losing this match and being eliminated from the event. All right. Well, Mr. Dentlinger has a final score of 177. Trey
Ethan's
Myers has 174 in the ninth frame. He's on a strike. So this match is all but over. It's a matter of Trey staying behind the foul line and knocking over a few pins.
Ethan Lick just beat Carly Koenig, and his dad said he's bowling well and living the life.
Awesome.
Living the dream.
That got up a little early. Oh, and he mashes it for 9 count. That's enough to win the match, and that's all that matters. Meanwhile, over on 15-16, looks like Victor Cortez has a maximum score of 179. So he will be defeated off to the elimination bracket. And Trey's going to cover that 10 pin. Trey's been going very, very well.
Jim Houdini Lewis just beat Natalie Dutton 214 to 193.
Wow, Jim Lewis is still alive. And Trey finishes it out with a strike. Been going good all day. Trey's final score is 204. The game was way better than that.
Have a new champion this year. Brian just lost to CJ 190. Yeah, to 143.
Holy cow. So Ryan Powers is not going to three-peat this Missouri Masters here in 2025.
All right, so Trey won.
Trey won.
Jared won.
Jared won over Victor Cortez.
Well, because this person says we can still pick it up home. I know. I didn't get to go
Well,
home
and Jared
either.
Heistorf with his 192 game, and it was clean. And that was one of the things here in this event. The playing conditions are so demanding that a clean game is going to give you a score of 180 to low 200, and it's a very difficult score to beat. 9 spare is a very good score in this competition. Okay, we have some movement here. A little bit of lull in the action, and while we have a break, let's recognize our sponsors. So, first and foremost, we want to thank Revolution's Lanes and Fun Center here in St. Joseph, Missouri, Jackie and Brian Menini, proprietors and their staff, who have done an excellent job hosting the tournament. We have Miller's Tire. We have Missouri Bowlers Tour, Genius Graphics, C&M Truck Services, Berkey Turkey's Pro Shop. Visit their website at btbowlingsupply.com.
That concludes that round. Next, we'll have Jim Lewis and Daryl Kaiser down on 3 and 4. Ethan and CJ down on 1 and 2. Your winners bracket championship between Trey Myers and Jared Heistorf on 17 and 18. Dave and Victor will have a little break.
Additional sponsors, the Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour, Dan Schmierbach. Shelter Insurance, your local agent is Lisa Finley. And Storm Bowling, sponsors of the 2025 Missouri Masters Tournament. Please stand by as we shift our camera to the new featured pair make some other adjustments. We will be resuming competition momentarily. I am your broadcast host, Monty Smith, and my lovely wife, Rhonda Brown, is my assistant, and she is down between 17 and 18, setting up a live stream.
Report to your parents, give us a thumbs up to let us know that you're ready for practice.
Yep.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys ready now? 1, 2, 4.
Okay, we're getting ready to resume action here at the 2025 Missouri Masters. We will be covering the match between Jared Heisdorf and Trey Myers in the winners bracket.
No running in the middle.
Last year, Jared didn't think he made the cut, and they left, and they were 30 minutes away and got a call. So he's like, this year he knew.
Don't go anywhere. This cut, you don't know what the cut's going to be.
I know.
You know, people that bowl a lot of tournaments,
Right.
they think, you know, if you don't average 220, you're not making a cut. Well, in this tournament, you could average 171 and make a cut. It's just that hard. All right. Bowlers are going to get a few warm-up shots here on 17 and 18 before we start the competition.
Today was
I know you're
terrible.
disappointed.
It was terrible table execution wise and just brand wise.
Did good.
Yeah.
We've got about 2 minutes left in warm-up here before we resume competition at the 2025 Missouri Masters. I need station identification.
And then, I don't know. I think so.
Still, we're on.
We are. All right, I think you're
Okay,
there.
I think we had some technical difficulties. I think we're back up. Lester Briggs noted that we didn't have any sound. Lester, will you back up? Do you hear sound from us? Give us a little shout in the chat. Here we are in the fourth frame. Not sure. I think we've got a ball return going on here. And we do. So right now, Jared Heisler open in the first frame, 9 out. Strike in the second, strike in the third. He's up in the fourth frame. We're waiting on a ball return on lane 17. Trey Myers, strike in the first frame, 9 snare in the second, and strike in the third frame. All right, and Jared Heisler got a break there with 3, 6, 7, 10, 7 falling out, even 3, 6, 10 spare possibility. And it covers the spare. Very good.
All right,
Very good shot.
through 3 frames, Ethan has 2 opens, and CJ has 2 spares.
Well, certainly spares are premium outcomes here today. All right, here we go. Trey Myers, fourth frame, strike in the third.
And no proof.
Oh, yeah. He liked it off his hand, and I liked it off his hand. I saw the ball reading the lane. Just a beautiful shot. Trey has the best look off the gutter with this urethane. Just looking so good. He's got a little bit of room. He's got good angle. Obviously, being a two-handed player, he's got a high rev rate, good ball
Good, I'm
speed.
gonna go down and check
Trey Myers, fifth frame. That got a little left. Got a little left, and he was calling it, praying for it, I think. Not necessarily calling it, but he was open. And he did. Strike number 3.
Gotcha. Thanks for calling.
Jason Heisler is up here in the fifth frame on a spare. And came back. I don't think he liked it. He thought he got around it, missed a little bit to the right. But the ball made up a lot of territory in the last 3 or 4 feet. Gave him perfect entry angle to carry that strike.
Lane 1 and 2 has got open, lots of red circles.
Goodness.
And 3 and 4, Jim has got spare, open, spare. Daryl has got 3 marks and an open off of a split.
Holy cow. All right,
So
a
it's,
little better shot there from Jared. Thin back for him.
there you go.
So you made a nice shot there to get himself in trouble. Trey Meyer is up on lane 18.
We have to remember
Working on the
down at
triple.
the low end of the house that a lot of kids bowl down there.
Low into the
bumper
house,
bowling.
there's not a lot of league competition.
competition.
So the lanes down there get in play when the house has a full field tournament.
Totally away from the doors. I mean,
I've crossed on those pairs in a tournament. 3 and 4, actually, I find 3 and 4 to be a very playable pair of lanes. I've bowled on 1 and 2 once or twice. Trey with a little two-handed blower 10-pin. So he had a lot of pin action there, but just couldn't get the messenger to take out the 10. Right. Oh, Trey misses the spare for an open. All right, well, where are we here? 6th frame for Trey with the miss. He's got 127.
like give Jared a little.
Jared he needs to strike in the 7th and 8th frame would take. Well, he'd fall behind by 1 pin, but it all depends on what Trey does here. So Trey needs to strike here in the 7th frame to keep this match tight, keep Jared from running away with it. Missed a little left. Missed left and left a 5-9. A very important spare here for Trey. Oh no. Made that exciting. Off his hand, I thought he was going to miss the 5-pin, but given Trey's rev rate, that ball, even though it was plastic, it still managed to read the lane a little bit and flip that 5. All right, so through 7. Trey has 137 plus count coming in the 8th frame. And Jared Heistorf is working the double in the 7th frame up on lane 18. And a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. He liked it. He rings the 10-pin on lane 18. That kept the match close. He can start to build a little bit of a lead. Very tight match here. All right, he's going to cover the spare.
Only 13 between them now.
Trey's still in the lead here, but it's a close match. Trey is up by 2 pins. 7 pins. Both players working on spares.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Well, he kind of lost it off his hand. It looked a little better than the result, but single pin leave, not a bad outcome.
So now that I can see it all together, whoever wins this will get 2 matches because there's 1 down there.
Uh-oh, could be trouble, and it is. Well, looks like Jared just threw that plastic ball right up the strike line. He is not happy with himself. Sometimes RBS on these sport patterns, you just have to give that single pin spare the respect it deserves. That's
Not
right.
just a single pin,
Every
single
spare.
one.
We tend to get laxed on a house shot. Just kind of wind it up, let her rip. You got to cover that spare on the left side for right-handed bowler. Not on this type of pattern, you're not. You just have to.
Says.
Well, Stu Williams, PBA player, you must give spares respect. And Trey made a beautiful shot there. Ball was going just a little forward. Rung a 10-pin on 18. But the important thing here is to cover these spares. And right now, what we're seeing is Trey missed the spare in the 6th frame, and that gave Jared an opening.
Exact same reason because of all that.
And then Jared gave Trey an opening by missing a single pin spare. So very important shot here for Trey Myers. And it's down.
There you go.
All right. Trey's up in the 9th frame.
So it's a 12-pin match right now.
9th frame made famous by the great Nelson Burton Jr. as the foundation frame. So let's see what Trey can do here to set up his 10th.
I don't recall that he said that.
He most certainly did.
That's really cool. You taught me something today. Who was it who said spares are scoring up?
That was the late, great Billy Whaler. Spares or scoring opportunities. Trey Myers right up the slot. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. That ball was way better than a big 4.
That was not in the
Off his hand, and the ball's going down the lane. It looked to me like it might be a 4-pin. Might trip it, and that ball just jumped. And that's a product of this 35-foot reverse brush drop and all that buff to that 40-foot mark. This pattern can change very quickly. Well, we got ourselves a new match here. So Trey's got, I think, 170 through 9, I believe. We'll wait for our scoring to come back up. And indeed, 170 through 9.
door is open.
And Jared is up in the 9th frame. So he's in a position to where he can strike out 9 and 10 and shut out Trey Myers. Critical right here. Strike would be a big benefit.
Embrace the dark side.
And another Brooklyn at the 2025 Missouri Masters. Well, if bowling fans, if you recall, Brooklyn's played a big role in the 2025 USBC Masters. So it's not necessarily how, but how many. And right now it's 10, and they were down. So very big shot here. Coming up, 10th frame for Jared Huystorf. Looks good. And he mixes out for a double. Looks like he is going to put this match away.
Trey's got a 200.
Trey Myers got a max score of 200.
2 or 3 is possible.
This is a big shot here.
213. This is a really big shot.
8 count should do it.
Yeah, the best 8 count you can get.
When you need count, 10 is good. And that's going to put it away. Send Trey to the elimination bracket.
There it is.
Did Houdini win his match down there?
I don't know if Houdini won. Oh, it looks like Houdini won.
No, Jim Lewis
Oh
just
my gosh,
continues.
let's see if he comes down.
Continues to amaze.
All right, relax now. Trey, just tell him that you'll be back.
I hope so.
Let's see. I don't know. He's smiling. Did he? Oh,
See what Trey can do to finish out. That ball red early. Oh, Houdini's gone.
he's gone.
Mhm.
No.
He got me like 10.
Oh, you
Oh,
had
well.
such a good run.
Yeah, you did.
Good job. You did further than last year too. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did way up. You did very well. So, what do you need, Trey?
We have a ball return on
And
17
then
and
we, I
18.
think, are going to be moving somewhere because We have a couple matches, I think, before our final.
A few bowlers left, a few more matches to be bowled. Trey trying a little different ball there on the fill shot, but he didn't like his slide.
I think that not only did Jim Rubini run this, I think Ethan's look may have redrawn. And if that's the case, Ethan had himself a very lovely
Oh,
run
he
at this
did. He
tournament.
certainly did.
Plus, a fine young man. It was good to get to
All
know
right,
him.
that concludes that round. And then starting 6 with Daryl Kaiser, Richard Cortez, 7 and 8, CJ Corliss, and Dave Henning.
All right, we're moving.
All right, we're on the move again, bowling fans. Stand by.
Give you guys a minute. Give your adjusting services. We all good to go. Thumbs up. 1 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I got 3 thumbs up. You guys are good to go.
All right. $75 more than last year.
On. Good.
Should be on. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just working a little bit
Lester
ago.
Briggs will let us know.
Okay, good.
Lester's been
Is
awesome.
that a delayed message I read then?
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
Station identification.
Oh.
Maybe I'll go. They must have.
They clear your drink already?
Oh yeah,
Are you kidding me?
we're live right ahead of the thing. Okay, well, we have Daryl Kaiser versus Victor Cortez here on lanes 5 and 6. And we have CJ Koyas versus David D here on lanes 7 and 8. Daryl Kaiser covers his spare. David Mittlinger covering his spare as well. At first, a little nervous that ball might read the lane and chop that 6 off that 10, but it stayed the course and gave him the spare in the first frame. CJ Koyas will be up on lane 8.
I said, you cleared the train. Brian told me to clear any trash. I said, well, we were moving.
All right, CJ comes up light on lane 8. Well, it just never really read the lane. Victor with a strike on lane 6.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent shot at a tough spare there, CJ.
All right. Oh, everybody's playing so far then.
No. Everybody's clean through one frame. So we have a little malfunction here. What do we got? All right, CJ is up on lane 7. Oh boy. Right, clip off 3 pins. 4 pins looks like on the spare. 4 count, kind of erases your spare shot. Victor Cortez is up on 5. Wow. Things go south quickly on this 41-foot pattern. CJ can make this spare, similar to a strike shot. And it opened. So that really hurts. 4 count on your spare, which is pretty much an open, and then an open. 23 in the second frame. Mittlinger is up on lane 8. Beautiful shot for strike. That's 210.
We just trading splits here.
Well, it's very, very, very tough shot. Pretty much even between Victor and Daryl. David can really take the lead here with a double. Right through the beak, 310. tough spares. Dave D can convert this 310. This is a pretty big moment in this match. Not that this match is over by any means, but clean through 3 and your opponent's got an open. Nope. 310 is a tough shot today. It just seems that anytime you're going across the lane through the soil, the ball tends to push. In the track area, the ball tends to read the mid lane. It's a very easy spare to miss. Daryl Kaiser, another 210 look, but he got the 10 out, leaving just the 210. CJ is coming in behind the head pin as well. So right now, very difficult. The bowlers are not finding their way to the pocket, and that's happened several times today. Well, and that's a problem for Daryl Kaiser, trying to shoot a spare with a strike ball, trying to hook it across the lane. Doesn't work out. Hard and straights, far better strategy. Victor Cortez up in the third on an open frame, 28 in the second. Very nice shot. Just ball just does not shape up well enough to carry, leaves a flat 10. Very important to convert the spare. Seeing right now, these matches, spares are gonna win. CJ gets away with one, carries a Brooklyn, not the first Brooklyn today, as I've said several times today. All right, Victor, can you put down this 10 pin? Well, he does. It was very close. What he had going for him was the speed, and the speed kept that ball from reading the lane.
Right.
That ball's a little softer on the speed. He may have missed it to the left. Another shot on the head pin for Dave D. But spare it up. That's what you need to do here. So I think we're going to have ourselves a spare shooting contest between. Now I think we have a. No, we don't. I was looking at the wrong score. Never mind. I thought we had a scoring issue, but we do not.
So I'm wondering, I see that 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 are still fresh oil. So I'm assuming that the contenders bracket match will be on one of those pairs and the other pair will be the title match.
Well, that could be. I'll have to check with our tournament director, Ryan Burks, to see exactly where we are as far as format-wise. And we're getting down towards the very end here in this double elimination tournament.
Also thinking in the last 2 days, I don't know that there's been a single breakdown.
There has not. I think everything from that perspective has run very, very well. All right, very good cover on the 3-6-9-10 from Victor Cortez. That's a difficult spare anytime you shoot it, especially here today.
I've seen several where they would either leave the 10 or leave the 9.
Well, 3 out on that Greek church for Dave D. His struggles continue. Match far from over. Anything can happen. All right, Daryl Kaiser needs to strike here and get back in this match. There it is. It's 35 through 3 frames. Excellent shot by CJ. Just gave him a double. One more strike here and start to run away with this. Daryl Kaiser's up on lane 5. It's 35 in the 3rd frame, strike in the 4th. Looking to double here in the 5th frame. And gets a little right. This is the head pin. Leaves 1, 2, 4, 8. It's very, very difficult. You check with my broadcast partner here, Rhonda Brown Smith. Are you hearing anything on the earpiece? Because I am not.
I am.
Okay, maybe my earpiece is out of juice.
No, I don't believe so, but hold on. I have.
CJ just stoned a 7 pin here on lane 7. Daryl has missed another spare. Not converting his spares. I do have my earpiece back.
I just turned the volume down.
Ah, I see. Okay, I thought I'd lost my monitor.
You have a gift.
I do.
You just ignore what's in your ear, and I cannot speak when I hear it, my voice in my ear.
Okay.
I feel like I have to wait my turn.
I just keep talking, which is often my reputation. So.
Indeed.
And Victor. Oh my goodness. I don't think he expected it to run away Brooklyn, and it did. He left the 5 pin, which almost is the equivalent of a ring and 10 pin today. There you have it. David D. carries the Brooklyn strike. Seen a lot of Brooklyn strikes at this Masters event. And Victor puts the 5 pin to rest. Well, however he gets it, David D could use a strike right here in the 7th frame. Beautiful
That
shot.
would be the way to get it.
Right in there inside of.
We
Got it
finally
down the
opened
lane.
up those lanes.
I don't know if it's open, but he sure did make a good shot. Victor got in there too. Was fortunate to leave just a 10. Nice. Big shot here, CJ.
Whoa, we have a battle.
Beautiful shot for a strike. He's got 102 through 6. He's got 112 with that strike. Let's see what David has. Well, he's still down.
You know how these lanes are. Anything could happen.
He's down by about 12. So this is a very tight match, even though we've had a bad start here for CJ. Big shot here. This strike could force Dave to strike on his next shot to stay in the match. Beautiful shot. Well, both players seem to have adjusted to what's going on here on 7 and 8. Daryl Kaiser's in trouble. 63 through 5 frames. Down by 19 pins. Then a Greek church, and he gets the 7 to fall out. But very difficult situation here for Daryl Kaiser. Nice. David Dinklinger, 8th frame, working on a double. Oh, and he gets it to come back, and somehow he gets the 2 pin to fall out from that mix.
Kind of like some windshield wipers going down the lane. Wasn't
That
the
was
710?
pretty amazing carry on that shot. Really big hit right there for him.
It was.
And that's forcing CJ to come back and answer that
Yes.
with a strike of his own.
That last shot on lane 8, it's trademarked a John Riffle trip 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a strike carry quite that way. Get the 2 pin.
Now, who is
If you
it?
bowl with John Riffle, you will.
And that was one of Ryan's college teammates.
Ah,
I believe.
My nationals. It was my
I said I believe Ryan and Mr. Riffle did very, very well at Syracuse.
oh,
Yeah, at the Open Championship.
top 25.
Yep. All right, back to the action here in front of us. So David D, very good shot with a 10 pin. Needs to cover it. Very critical shot here. I don't know. Okay, he's good. I was very
Little
concerned.
backup going on there. I think he was okay.
I was kind of, my view was blocked a little. I didn't really see the ball off his hand. Once I saw the rotation going right, he was fine. It looked like that ball could have been a problem. But
So Monty moved that
no
way.
problem at all. Little backup shot at a 10 pin. Well, sometimes that's the best way to go about it. All right, here's CJ. See what he's got. Ninth frame. Oh, very nice shot. Very nice shot. I haven't seen him. I've watched him bowl quite a bit. I haven't paid real close attention. It looked to me that maybe on that shot, his ball got just a little farther out from his body. And maybe that's normal, but it looked to me like he may have grabbed that one just a little bit, just enough to leave it for that.
You notice Victor embracing the dark side.
No, let's see what we have here now. So to 9 frames.
Less disaster
CJ's
happens.
got 171 plus this count at 10th. And
CJ can shut him out.
he can. So he's got an 11 pin lead
Right.
as it stands right here. So
Victor's in a comfortable position as long as disaster doesn't happen.
nearly 20 strike spare for CJ shuts out David D by 1 pin. Oh,
Marks it.
well, 9 spare strike and a strikeout by
Oh, I forgot.
Dave. What do we have?
I forgot that Dave had a spare.
We have the possibility of
Big tie. Free bowling?
it's going to require necessarily a strike right here by CJ McClellis.
Well, that would be exciting with that double
Double roll off earlier.
roll off.
Jim Houdini Lewis survived.
Yeah. That was exciting. Daryl's worked so hard and he's just like he's lost a lot.
Yes, he has. Well, Daryl missed some spares, and that didn't help his cause any.
Oh, no.
All right, now what we have here is we have a double and 8. Mr. Detlinger will be victorious. Must double.
Oh, the pins on 7 are just spinning.
Pins are
Perhaps
falling.
They have tired of playing today.
Pins are falling over. We can't get them to fall over. And now they're falling over on their own.
Exactly.
All right, we're just waiting for a little reset action here just to settle down on lane 7.
And it wouldn't be pleasant to be up there and have that.
Well, exactly. I mean, in a situation where
Very important situation.
David Detlinger needs 3 strikes, he needs a double and 8 to win this match. You certainly don't want any distractions coming
No.
from pins dropping on lane 7. All right, here we go. There's one. Needs one more. Linger's taking his time, going through his routine. Looks like he's found a pretty good shot now on 7 and 8. Didn't have anything the first 5 frames. Struggled, and now he's had a really nice look. Right here, must strike situation. Little in, and he carries the Revolutions Brooklyn. Not the shot he wanted, but certainly the result he was looking for.
Sometimes 8 pins is not easy.
Now, he needs 8 to win, 7 to tie. And what we've seen here today, it's not in the bag. He's going to get an 8 count or even a 7 count. Eight pins for the win. And there it is. When you need 8 pins, 10 is better. Managed to pull that one out, 200 to 197.
He apologized. He said he was sorry.
Over here on 5 and 6, match is over. Kaiser did not have a good game. There's too many spares. And Cortez is going to win with 165. Well, the field is getting smaller and smaller.
We're down to 3.
Please stay with us.
And remember, the leader has to lose twice.
Double elimination format.
Where are we going? 9, 10?
All right, that concludes that round. Victor and Dave move on to lanes 9 and 10. There's losers bracket semifinal. Green going to Daryl and CJ.
Victor, that's where mine's going.
Well, we have the live stream and we have the finalists fighting over the same real estate for their camera systems. There, Victor's got a taller camera, so.
You're keeping your promise, dude.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Here's their chair, RBS.
Unplug the mic and charge it while we can.
Yeah, sure. Are we re-oiling or what's happening?
No, they're not re-oiling.
Okay. Switching it out.
Yeah, well,
Just to make sure we don't run out of juice. Yeah, we were at 8%, so I'm glad I plugged it in. I can still hear you. Charge for during practice here.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario,
I don't blame you. Now, are there devices that you could split that? Is that what I've never known.
You can see that. That's our payout. Yep.
Beans. They've worked hard. So have you.
Yes, I have.
Both players deep inside line around fifth arrow.
We're on the fresh again.
Part of the lane, we haven't seen a whole lot of players play in this event. Earlier in the next league bracket, one of the first round, it's the opening round. Players that were in real deep. They didn't have a whole lot of success. The 10 seems to be playing really hard anyway. Players playing out didn't have a whole lot of success either. It's just difficult here to navigate. They were real deep there. Got in around 6th arrow. Dominated the ball to the front part of the lane. Not a whole lot of play up the left side of the lane today. I think there's only 4 left handers that made the match play right. Just what I'm seeing here in warm-up RBS. Dave has a lot more length on his shot.
Let's have red break because that's fresh oil. It just amazes me now. It's been sitting there for
Well, and how many reels has just been here today? And coming into this morning, 4, we probably had as many 4 or 5 reels
Right.
here today. So this batter's been laid down a lot.
I'd say we pretty much have a good pattern now. What it's
Well,
supposed
it's
to
pretty
do.
just going to play pretty flat. It's flat to begin with. 1.8 to 1. 35-foot reverse brush.
How about those sponsors?
Looks like Victor Cortez is going to get it started.
He's the higher seed. He gets to choose.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's out the window.
doesn't come back from there. No. Spare this up, Mr. Cortez. Maybe no worse than a 9 spare. Take a shot out of your line. That's a real good shot on it right here. We're going to try a different line. Back out. Real irritating. Brings attention and it didn't look good, though.
So, getting down to the brass taxes at the end, tell me about these sponsors. Of course, we have lemonades and
well. We have revolutions like Jackie and Brian Benini coaching. Bill Meyer, Missouri bowling tournaments. Genius graphics, CNN Truck Services, Storm Bowling, Shelter Insurance with their local agent, Mr. Fender. Shot there for David. Northwest Missouri Senior Bowlers Tour, Advanced Yearbot. Turkey Pro Shop. And Turkey Director. Dan McCook, proprietor of the establishment. Website bowlingsupply.com for all of your bowling needs.
And their YouTube channel too, because there's a famous tournament from a couple of years ago where, sorry, there was a certain repeat shot on.
Well, there's been a lot of house tournaments broadcast by Turkey's Pro
I
Shop.
think I won that
And
one.
I believe my broadcast partner here is referencing a King of the Hill tournament who happened to be in the championship match.
We did.
And we both also happened to be in the Bet You Win pot.
We
so
did.
we won
Why?
that money before we even started. Then a certain male bowler in this combo needed to strike in order to force someone to strike out in the 10th frame above the lower 7. And Mr. Burks found it quite humorous to post a video with slow motion sound effects.
Something like wah,
A 7-10, exactly right. Well, back to the matter at hand here.
I have to have some
That
fun.
later put a fabulous shot for a strike on lane. Super fast hits for us here. Oh, and he rolls it up.
Oh my goodness.
Strike is a
Was
strike.
that an
Is a
Emily?
strike. Well, no, it had the head
Was
pin
it
was not
5-10? And so it was not an Emily.
involved. But strike is a strike.
That is correct.
Here, wait a minute. Sticking with this hurricane shot. Starting to see that. I start to get the rev rate. I'm starting to like this defense side line. I think that other ball scared Rick away from it.
See, now that'll get you in trouble.
9 and 10, when I've seen the question 9 and 10 all day, and I bowled on 9 and 10 in the cashers round, and obviously I didn't make it because I'm sitting there. But what I found on 9 and 10 early in the morning was it was hard to get the ball to the head pin, and once you found something that hit it to the head
What
pin,
if they
it was
play?
hard to get the ball to the right again.
Well, as much as
Trigger just covered that very difficult split.
as much as I'd like to see you bowl in this tournament right now, you're a much better storyteller.
Well, I might be. And the fact that I bowled gives me yet another story to tell.
True.
Right, let's see what David can do with the shot. Well, pretty good shot. I don't think you got it far enough right. You didn't get deep enough down the lane to start to tell from my angle here. I think it's 36, but not disastrous at all. Should be able to use this spare. Here's a spare ball. I can't tell what it is. It's a dark black ball. It could be a pro ball. There's a female plastic. Really don't know. Doesn't matter. We've seen on spare shooting today, it's hard and straight is best. I lost my audio.
Me?
Should have green light.
Right now we're blinking. We may have because it wasn't green.
Brian said he could still hear me from the tablet. So anybody in our chat, can you hear the audio on the broadcast?
I think he's talking to air. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, we're plugged in. They can hear you vaguely through there.
See it's flashing.
Correct.
Oh, that's because we're not in.
Correct. And that's
Should we keep it this
I
way?
think Brian said he needed power more than he
We
needed
need
audio.
power more than
so
we need audio.
if they can hear me, I'll just speak up. I just don't want to be so loud that I disturb the phones.
Here, let me turn on my
Yeah, I would say we leave it.
Just leave it. Just leave it. I'll keep talking. And just, oh, now I got something here. Am I hearing something?
I can hear a little.
I can hear something. All right, David's gonna shoot the spare. Okay, he makes it
Right.
very close to the chop.
It's
Covers it
not the
nevertheless.
same, but yeah, it's good.
Right, that's what it shuts out.
Cortez,
That's
up fourth frame on lane 10.
It's funny because it's the first day I really understood that.
trying to make it through this period.
Not sure what ball he threw there, but he got the shape up and he got it to strike. And weird.
Right. It'll be slow now because we're using it at the same time.
Fifth frame. Looking for a double. Checks up through the face. Does not break up the spot. Looks like he's sticking with that European ball rather than his more correct one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. That's the thing about Europeans is sometimes you can't control it.
And its place is certainly looked real good for Ryan Powers for most of the day. And Trey Myers, we'll see him here in another match. He's making European look real good off the board all day long. Right now, the Tempmaker is making the inside track look pretty good. I just said that, and he throws wash out.
You're bad luck.
I don't know, I haven't black clouded anybody today. I remember
Good job.
earlier, we had a whole bunch of first clean 2 or 3 frames, and Mr. Burks came over with the black cloud right on him.
That's true. I remember
And he
that.
just started going split city after that. All right, watch out for the depth. Excellent shot to stay clean.
It was over a thumb hole shot.
Now, that was a make that fair shot. Keep this game clean. Keep all the pressure on. Mr. Cortez. 77 for Cortez, 5. 85 plus count, 5 for David Detlinger.
Yeah, we don't have. He's going to take his time about that full rack.
He goes. Shot, strike to the 6.
All right.
Victor finds a way to strike the 6th line. Chokes alive here.
You know how many times I have to shoot it today?
Check it out. That's like being
So the
famous.
amazing sauce has been handed a little article here. Apparently, Mr. Detlinger shot an 800 series from doubles event, 2025 Open Championship in Baton Rouge. So that's some pretty serious bowling on those matters. Oh, and Victor with a grind out here. That's what you see today. There's been a lot of pain out there. I suspect it's going to go hard and straight this today. And I'm wrong. Okay. Very good. We're going to speak pretty good at inside line. See if it's working as long as you make a very accurate shot. The ball is coming back. It's creating a lot of his angle. Make sure when it's throwing on the stroke. Certainly giving him angular look and a very good chance of striking. Although he's only had 2 strikes in this game. His previous game, he had to strike out Flynn. He did. This game here, right now, spares a bit. They're on trains. It's winning games. Way deep in. I liked it when he celebrated off his hand. It was
Split the
in between
8-9.
number 6 and number 7 arrow. And that ball shaped up perfectly.
Wow, look at Duncan.
But I noted in their warm-up shots, he made like a 5-5 move left just to see what was in there. It didn't look too good, but apparently I felt like it was not just up in. And that was when Victor Cortez went and tried it inside line.
It's a bold move.
And it was not a pretty shot, but it was a strike.
He needs that right now.
He needs every strike he can get right now. You have it. You do. What the left side was like on 9 and 10 wasn't pulling over there.
Right.
But there was a variance between 9 and 10 from the right side early on. They were playing completely different. Perhaps that steep launch angle is playing more consistently. So that was way more ad. Rick now he's probably saying to himself, why wasn't I in there for a shot?
Probably is. Watch his hand when he comes out of the ball. It's really a cool motion.
Oh, no. Excellent bowler. Definitely knows how to get through the ball, creating a lot of red balls in the hand, and it's key.
No, it's beautiful.
Ninth frame.
Oh my, and that's the
Come
danger.
back, we left at 210. Where does that leave us? Well, Victor has a couple, so Victor can go off the sheet. 207. Davis does not convert his back score 195.
Yeah, it feels like Victor's got the momentum right now. Plus, Victor will know what's going on as he chose to start. And Victor
Good
will
run
know,
at it.
Victor will know where he stands when he comes up.
163. So, situation. Everything's changed now.
I see Trey over there taking some big
He
breaths.
needs to put 2 strikes up. Only get one at a time. This is the first one. Way inside. Brushes the face. Assuming the spares, max scores 183.
Now, what I think is cool is because the bowling center is empty. And people, though, who have already lost have their payoff. There's a couple people just waiting here just to watch the end.
Watching this action.
I know.
This has been a great tournament.
I think
Scores
that's so
have
cool.
been low, and people that are not familiar with the sport pattern bowling may not understand and appreciate the level of skill that it's taken just to shoot 128 games to survive in these practice series. It's been a total grind out. Very easy to shoot 140 on this pattern. So
I see
nothing
Trey.
shameful about 170, 180.
Right. I see Trey over there, and he's breathing in and breathing out.
It's preparing.
All
Oh,
right.
183. So, what do we have going on here?
Victor has to have a good one.
Correct. Let's strike out his shot. Strikes on the first shot. Stays out of trouble.
And don't forget, the leader has got to lose twice.
Well, he made an excellent shot. Did not strike for him. Well, I don't like the way this scores, but I think he needs to spare this and get the count.
Ah, I
It's
thought
still
he had
good.
the other.
Well, I didn't understand the way the scoring's totaling. This is a single point there. Spares,
Or scoring.
scoring opportunities. We've seen it too many times today. Bowlers miss the single point spare. It's costing the match.
All right, that concludes that round. Moving on, David Trey over on 11-12.
I'm kicking those people out of their seats.
So where are we? Is this with the championship? Or is this RBS?
Yeah,
This is the championship match.
right?
Let's make sure. I need to station the
I think we're just. Can you tell how we're doing with power?
Yeah, we gained a few percentages. We're at 12.
So we're good?
I'm gonna
Go on.
we're gonna, you know,
Continue to, oh, it's,
technically it's still charging, but she's ready to give up.
yeah.
We're just gonna,
Hope.
do what we can, kind of, yeah.
Now, the
Basically,
one,
it needs to last another hour.
the one I got, I could plug something into it.
Yeah, this one only has USBs. Probably got a new one.
I think I did.
I got the old stuff.
That's okay.
No.
It might be right underneath there. Right here, Ryan. Right in between. There's an outlet right here. Okay, what do you need me to do?
I'm gonna get it back. Slide over.
Here, I'll let you maneuver.
All right, this is a temporary view. Championship will be over here on 7 and 8.
Winner of this match
Well,
wins the championship.
I'll continue. This is the losers bracket championship. I'm going to continue to charge during this match, and then I'll unplug and put the mic back in for the actual championship. Should be staying juiced. Yeah, we're good.
So what do we have left? We have this
This
match.
match, this is the loser bracket match.
Right.
And then with 7 and 8 is the champion. So
So the winner of this match is going to bowl Jared.
Jared.
for the title.
for the title,
Jared has to be defeated twice.
twice. Now there's not much noise, but they can hear pretty well. They hear it right here.
Getting underway now with our losers championship. The winner of this match will advance to the championship match against our leader, Jared Weissman. That might have been that inside line. Once it comes on, it's 96. Right, we'll be Trey Myers. Going very, very well.
Trey Myers has also had a long list.
Been waiting for a long time. He's a young man. He'll be fine. He's had a good look off the gutter with your opinion of this event. That was supposed to have chopped there for David when he got it.
Good.
Need spare to start things off. Looks like Trey has it. I can't tell what Trey has. It could be that. Pitch black. Would have had a little bit of a look to it like a Nike tour. You know here when he gives it a throw. Looks like that urethane up the gutter, but there's 2, 4, 10. It's got a little quick on that shot, I think. Big point catch all. good shot at it from our angle. A lot of speed on it. 210, just not enough to bounce it out. Right. Alright. Three needs to step up here.
What's that?
Throw it straight. Oh, I'm hearing things in the earpiece. I just don't hear me.
Well, you're in there.
Okay.
And I just heard something. I don't know if we lost it. I can still hear it.
Looks like a much better shot for Trey because it was a much better shot for Trey. She'd go perfect.
Good shot. Alright, so David's coming up.
Ventlinger, see what he has. So if he gets lined up on that inside line.
And Jared's got himself a practice pair. Stay loose.
Shot. 9, trips to 4-9. 4 strike. Third frame here for Dave. Setting up on the inside line. It's inside 6-0 from what I can see.
Goodness, yes.
Blue face. It's just it's so hard. It is unforgiving. It's just unforgiving.
I wonder if it's going to affect him because Trey's going to be playing out, most likely.
I don't think either player is going to have an impact on the other player.
Right.
Trey's coming off the gutter with irritant, and Dave's inside of 6-0 with reactive. I don't think they're break points and impact on the
And
other.
you've gotten fresh. And
Excellent
it's been,
cover.
You've gotten fresh that's been sitting there for a good while.
So it's probably pretty stable, pretty flat at this point. One thing I've seen both while I was competing and watching is it's really hard to hit 4 strikes in a row. The pattern changes that quick. And I know I tried to make an anticipatory move. I didn't work out. So the conditions is very difficult. It's just breaking the gear to a break. He liked it, but he's a little nervous. He's carried the light hit and speed and power that he generates. Certainly got the 2-pin to fall out and shot. Gets him in trouble.
You know, he was in the same position last year. So he's got a lot of college bowling.
Well, he has a lot of college bowling experience. He tries to bowl a lot of terms. He works on his
Yes.
Just last weekend turned 21. He's matured as a bowler. And it's very humbling on the man. And he's going to be a great player if he's not a great player already. That's a little early. He carries a Brooklyn. So,
And he liked it.
RBS, how many times today have we seen a Brooklyn strike?
Well, we just embraced the dark side.
At this point, a strike is a strike.
Because that's a turkey.
Well, three in a row on this. I don't care how you get it, it's a big deal. If you get 4 or 5, that's something. Because the high game in the tournament is 239, I believe.
When the Sharks came out, do you think that Trey is smelling?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. The Sharks are on the straight.
We know, though, that Dave can make this very hard on him and that if there's any opening, he will want to.
Dave's a very experienced player. He's very tough. He demonstrated that in his last match where he had to strike out with a double to win, and he did. He do some key shots when he gets the ball. He's been filling frames for the most part. He hasn't missed anything makeable, I don't believe, that I've seen. And he's a very tough competitor. It's a very difficult shot. Their shot was thumping the thumb hole. So we rolled it dead straight in the spin.
that cost per shot. I think that's good. That's what I do.
The situation here is I can't see Trey's score, but Trey's got open to the
Trey's-
triple.
Right, he's
Dave's
got
clean through 4.
89 through 4.
Through 4 working on strikes.
Working on
And
strikes.
if Dave strikes here, he'll have 89 complete through 4. So Trey's technically in the lead. Let's see what Dave can do here. Frame number 5. Cut it out.
Something like that. That's
Three
what
count.
happens, and that's all his spare.
3 count on
He
his
said
spares.
earlier,
It's
he's
an
like,
open.
oh,
It's
God.
like having an open on your spares. Hopefully he can clean this up and spare this, but if he doesn't, that's like having a double open. He just needs to put that shot out of his mind. It's no different than going to strike. You
Right.
don't have to worry about carrying 10.
Remember, we said he came back past ball return, so now it's done. It's in the mix.
Gotta let it go.
Excellent.
Brooklyn is a cover.
It's not an iron spare.
He doesn't like it.
It's a-
He's not going to get it back, and the rules don't allow it. Anyway, here we go. Trey now is in a very, very good position if he can strike here. The 6th frame.
Looks like Dave's gonna have a ball change. At least he's bringing something out of his bag.
He's got the new Turbo X in his hand. Trey liked it. He got the 10 to nudge out. He's going to get the messenger on it anyway.
Looks like Trey's doing two-handed things.
How much two-handers do?
That's a four-back.
That's a big shot.
Huge.
Trey needs to focus right here. That's his best shot. What I saw was a pretty clever. He made a comment and said that he treats the 7th and 8th frames of match play like most bowlers treat the 9th and 10th frames. He wants to put that match play right now.
Right.
Now the boards. There you go, Mr. Myers.
Pete's in his head.
Now he's doing Pete Weber things. And that's exactly what Pete was talking about. He didn't want to wait for the match to get to the 9th and 10th frame. He wanted to play the 7th and 8th frame. This is all dependent here on what David can do at 12. Well, he did go with that ball. I think he was that ball. What kind of purple that Turbo X. It's a pretty high RG flipping reactive. Did he use enough with it? Yes, indeed. That's what that ball wants. He realizes that Trey has a look and has him on the ropes, and he's got to start striking that the match is over. It doesn't matter if he's not striking, he's losing.
Right.
Oh, and he chopped the 6 off the 10. Now, it's unfortunate.
Trey Casey, I reckon he's just getting himself comfortable for the next match.
Now,
Right
Trey's
away, won't that be a rematch? Who did Trey beat? Oh, no, that's right. I'm remembering.
oh, no, you are. I think you are right. I was thinking as last year, not.
No, I
matches
mean
ago.
as a few matches ago.
That ball's just kind of shaping up for David right now.
As a,
Now, I think it is. I think there was a despair in there by Trey. Missed the pin. Whatever it is, the ball slowed down, missed the touch.
that's right, and it hooked in front of it. It sure did. I don't think he'll let that happen again.
And a nice spare there for Mr. Bettlinger, but I think unfortunately it's not going to be enough. Well, we'll see if Trey can live up to the Pete Weber strategy.
Right.
This match out right here on the shot. enough to be left unmakeable.
Not a 2-8-10.
Unmakeable.
We need a 10 pin.
Yeah, by the time the championship starts, we should have like
That's exciting news.
Trey can convert to 6-10. Starts the next match away. All right. Not the shot that he wanted, but he got it.
That wasn't what you meant.
Sometimes Trey makes me a little nervous when he throws that back up ball.
No, I know.
At 6-10, I've seen him over almost that back up ball.
But he
Unlike
does.
when I throw a back up ball, it's kind of just a little shot and fade. Trey throws a back up ball, back to the off the knee.
But he does learn to use a spare ball.
Well, a lot of young bowlers, they don't use spare balls until they go to college, and they find out, well, if you don't want to use a spare ball, then you don't get the ball. Come on, Trey, right here. One good shot.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like it too. It's real good going down the lane.
So if you heard Ryan's voice in there, anybody watching, we have a little battery issue. We're trying to nurse our tablet into
Right.
having enough energy so that we can be
Mic up.
mic up for the
match.
championship.
Yeah.
Then you'll really be able to
David
hear.
just doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. And we've seen a lot of bowlers today. They just hit a pair and just don't have anything.
Kind of like Victor didn't have much
They
on
can't
9
get to
and
the
10.
pocket. They do. They can't carry. Leaving hard spares. And when you have your opponent,
Oh,
and unfortunate job, you have your
think we got this.
opponents matching up. And
86.
But this is nothing. Maximum score,
Oh, yeah.
186 for David.
He's got
Trey
two
just
frays to
needs
get 10 pins.
He just needs to get a couple sticks.
Right.
We'll have enough to win.
Oh,
And
this
just to add
is
insult to injury, that was a very good shot.
How'd you know exactly what I was going to say? Insult to injury.
I don't know, I guess great minds must think away. See a 17 conversion.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Ah,
I think he tried.
well, might as well. I actually tried to make that 17 to Ozarks and actually didn't have a bad run. I bounced it. Just to get it back on the pit. It's all luck to get it.
Yeah.
Well, Trey just needs to focus and make some good shots. Have the right,
Keep his mind
have his
straight
mind
for the
right
next
going
match.
into the next match because he's got to win 2 times.
Exactly. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
He got that ball going pretty forward, but that
He
power.
did, but I was so afraid that the one in the gutter was going to come off the sidewall and keep that 10
Well,
pin
and
up
those of
there.
us that bowl here at Revolutions certainly appreciate all the hard work of Brian and Jack. We know that carrying here can be really difficult.
It can.
And I wonder how Trey would score in some houses where some houses have a reputation for good carrying in Kansas City with his power, but he doesn't get all these stick those strikes.
I gotta tell you, we saw Brian sprinting down to pick up some dead wood earlier, and then sprinting back up on the sidewall there. But Jack didn't need
Oh,
that woman worked
hardest
so
working
hard.
person I know.
I know.
I think he needs to get Brian
And she's back there
doing pin chasing.
doing the pin chasing.
If Trey can strike one more time here, he might have high games for the tournament.
What was it? I don't recall.
239. I think he's got 250 going right now. I think he's got 247. Hasn't even finished his game. afraid
can
he's
have
going to shoot
another
257.
57. High game
I'm
for
confident
the,
that's high game for the tournament.
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
239 came out of qualifying. Anybody else had anything better than that?
And still wipers. Wow. What a game.
Excellent game.
Dave had a great tournament.
Oh, he did. He did. This last game, he just had nothing. And really, I was talking to Trey earlier this week, and just talking about where he was going to play this pattern. No one else was going to be out there.
Right. Well, except for you, if it worked, but it didn't
Well,
work.
it didn't work for me.
I
It
know.
was there a couple times, but wasn't there. And when it was there, for me, that was just benefiting Trey, because that was just a little inside of him. I was just giving him a dry spot.
Right.
And a little bit more friction. So, in any event, I thought he was
All
going
right,
to have
that
a
was
very
the
good look.
Losers Bracket Championship. Great going to Dave. Moving on to 7 and 8 for your title match between Jared Heisdorf and Trey Myers. Trey must beat Jared twice.
Twice.
All right.
I think we'll just leave it like that and let them have their seats because
Oh,
we're
I can see just fine. I'm
and
gonna,
we're the only thing I don't like about it is it's not
well,
level.
get the producer to come over here and straighten out that screen.
I don't think he's gonna care.
And well, I can work it off the tripod, but I'm gonna take a brief break for station identification. I think he's gonna come back and adjust the setup.
Well, I think because we're gonna try to buy. Oh, we got a fresh mic. Check it out.
Yeah, if you need one. They're both rocking.
You can do both of them. So we're gonna have supercharged mics here. I'm scared. I can't. You put an earpiece in your ear and then try to talk to yourself. And I have to be able to hear it because Monty can't hear very well, and so he's like, I don't think I'm on. I'm like, we're on.
We are on. All right, if you're viewing, this is your championship for the Missouri Masters 2025. Jared Heisdorf, 26 seed, versus Trey Myers, your 4 seed, and Trey has to beat Jared twice.
What was Jared's?
26.
Wow. Ryan was just saying that Jared is a 26 seed. He's got them both. They roll nice. They can hear.
As we get ready here for our championship match, take a moment to thank all of our tournament sponsors. We have our hosts, Brian and Jackie Menini, Ryder, Revolutions Lanes Fun Center here in St. Joseph, Missouri. We have Miller's Fire. We have Missouri Bowling Tournaments. We have Genius Graphics, C&M Truck Services, Storm Roll, Shelter Insurance, Lisa Finley, Shelter Insurance, the Northwest Missouri Senior Roller Store, and Turkey's Pro Shop. Please visit their website, bphomesupply.com. Now, in this double elimination format, tournament leader, here in high school, has not lost a match today. Qualified, made it through all the bracket match play without a loss. This is a double elimination tournament, so he must be defeated twice in order to lose this tournament. Trey Myers came out of the elimination bracket. Trey has already lost once today, so he only needs to be defeated once. So what we got here? Deal. Trey loses, the tournament is over. Jared is the champion. Trey has to defeat Jared 2 times in order to be the champion for the 2025 Missouri Masters. So we'll be getting underway. Championship match here momentarily. Jared being the tournament leader. We will start the match on that set. Here we go. Shot for Trey to open the match. Shot. It's up a little high. You lose 10-10. They're shooting at the 10. He's going to cover it without any issue. Now, trying to fix that. But... All right, second frame. He likes it.
Well, he did,
Well,
and then
come
he
up a
did.
little high. Again, though, he's left a single pin spare. Spares are scoring opportunities. 9 spares, an excellent shot in this event here today. Scoring pace has been low. 180, 190 games are excellent games. There hasn't been too many high game shots. Myers just had the highest game at 257, and prior to that, the high game was 239, and that was sometime yesterday. I'm gonna try here to fix this because being OCD, this is making me crazy. Yeah, that's better. All right, Trey Myers getting up here in the second frame, striking the first.
Be
Just
careful.
left, but it's going to hold. Left, it's going to hold. 4 pin, make it a spare for Trey. To our 18 viewers, please share this feed. Let's see if we get a few more people watching this championship match. All right. Oh, get over there, Trey. Whew.
Just at the end.
Boy, that was a nervous shot. It's just his rub rate is so great, he got that plastic ball to read a little bit. All right, Trey has 20, 30, looking for a count. Technically, he has a 1 pin lead at this point. Okay, shot.
You think he's losing his look?
No, I don't think he's losing his look. I think he just got that ball going a little forward. It just did not hit. Didn't have a whole lot of axis rotation on that shot. And that urethane ball just didn't read the lane.
I'm noticing that he's not throwing it as straight up the boards as he was.
Seven tends to have a little less friction than 8.
Good
Okay.
spare, guys.
Lane 8 has a lot more friction. I think that was part of what happened on that shot on 7. It just got going a little forward. There was nothing for it to bite. Trey's really outside of where the topography is. He's not in the track. Jared doesn't have anything. It doesn't look like he has anything to me. But he's leaving stuff he can make, and as long as he makes it, you're going to be
Right.
competitive on this pattern. You don't have to be lined up. This typically we haven't seen this tournament is a strike. Certainly not a strike fest. Certainly not
No.
where you got to throw 5, 6 in a row to win a match. You just have to stay clean, and he's going to stay clean. Nine spares a good frame, and Jared has 3 of them. So here we go,
Well,
in the 4th frame.
that's consistent.
That's probably the best shot he's thrown, and it's
He
going to
didn't
wash
like
out. He got a little fast through that one. He was a little aggressive on that shot. I said it's the best shot he's thrown. It just looked like his other shots, he was kind of tentative.
Right.
That one, he threw it very well. He probably just needs to move his feet to the right. See if he can make this spare. Making a good shot at it.
Oh, that was a
Does
good
not
try.
convert. All right. Here we go. Trey's getting ready here in the 4th frame. See if he can get back on the strike train. He missed a little left on this shot earlier. It held. Well, another 4-pin. It looked like he missed like his body covered the shot for me. It looked like he missed a little left on that shot to me.
I think so too. He looked like he liked it, but then it was way high.
Well, the way he threw his hands up was like he wanted it to stop.
Yeah, it was high, and I think he's lucky he had to make.
Let's not make this as exciting as the last one. There you go.
It's a real pretty mix, though. If I were a storm person, that was very pretty ball.
Oh, no, the Storm X is an excellent spare ball.
Yeah,
It's
they
nice
do.
and durable. Got a mixture of pearl urethane and
Yeah.
plastic. It's just like a plastic ball, really. It looks a little bit more, but not that much more. Very, very durable.
Well,
For a spare
especially
ball.
if you have revs like Trey.
Well,
if you have revs
absolutely.
like Rhonda, you don't have that worry.
No, I'm not that far behind.
Oh,
he liked that one.
That one.
That was a much better shot. He had a little bit of axis rotation there, and that ball shaped up a lot better for him. That shot he threw in a previous shot on lane 7, he just had it going too much forward. It just didn't turn the corner.
Now, I am not in any way wanting picking favorites to have Trey just because he's from St. Joe or anything. But Jared has nothing to lose because he already has another game he can play.
Well, Jared has to be defeated twice, and that's the benefit of being the leader in this bracket match play format. What I'm seeing right now is Jared looks a little tight. Some of the matches he bowled earlier, he was a lot looser. I think he's just feeling it, but he's doing a good job
He is.
of shooting the single pin spares.
Yes, he is.
Trey has a lot of bowling experience, high school bowling, college bowling. He bowls a lot of local events. And Trey bowls on a lot of hard shots all the time. He comes out and bowls sport sweeper all the time.
He works on his game.
He works on his game. He's very dedicated.
Nice thing though right now is that Trey's playing out, and so Jared's going to create his own whatever.
Jared didn't like that shot, but I thought
No.
it might carry because a lot of the Brooklyn hits have been carrying today.
Right.
But patience. I mean, that's part of this tough pattern here. 40 feet, 1.8 to 1 ratio. Very, very difficult. A lot of buff. It transitions quickly. You just have to be patient.
Well, and here's the other interesting thing though, is that how many times did we see today, or over the last 2 days, that if you had a very poor first game, you had a great second game,
Well, it's true. The
or
pattern
you had a
changes quickly.
very great first game, and then your second game was not so
Absolutely.
great.
And they get to stay on the same pair versus changing pairs.
Right.
I mean, Jared has a very simple game. It keeps him out of trouble.
And that's to be commended.
We can see that it's a benefit on this pattern. Come on, Trey. Trying to get up. That was going a little too forward. So, if anything happening with Trey right now, throwing urethane, he's trying to control the pocket. He's trying to use that power to get his strikes. And ball is just going a little forward. And he's not getting that entry angle to carry. But right now, he's still ahead in the match. He needs to cover this spare. Maintain his lead. There it is. He's managing the game very well. Trey's up by a little. This match is far from over.
Right. Well,
Last
Trey
year-
is clean.
Yes, last year Trey finished 4th in this event, so this year, regardless of what happens, he's going to finish two positions higher, at
Well,
least.
I think this tournament is a success for both these gentlemen.
7th frame. Come on, one good shot for Trey Myers. That
one
shot
was
shaped up.
great.
That shot looked perfect. So now Jared needs to step up here. He needs to throw a double. He needs to put some pressure on Trey. Gonna go Brooklyn.
Maybe.
And he
you
carries
go.
to Brooklyn. And we've seen that a lot today. Well, if Jared can strike here on this shot, this is a new game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a more aggressive shot. Holy cow,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to carry that. I really, really did. I thought that was going to be a masher. The Brooklyn masher in here is not a bad shot. This is that situation that Pete Weber talks about. Got the lead, need to put the hammer down.
Mhm.
8th frame, 9th frame, take it.
He's a
Good
spare
spare
making
shooting. He
machine.
is good spare shooter. That's what got him here. I didn't get to see
Absolutely.
him bowl a lot of games, but that's what got him here. This was not a strike fest. This was a spare fest.
Exactly.
Even bowlers that had nice series, and nice series being 620, 630. Some of them did it with a couple
Wonder what that
of low
series
games.
was.
It was 656, I believe, in qualifying. Trey Myers, 8th frame. It's just going too forward.
Well, that pin fell out. That makes it a little better spare.
I mean, he's-
So we know the 245 can be a tricky little
Oh, the
ducker.
245 is a tough one. I saw quite a few of them. Unfortunately, I made them. But it's not an easy shot on any condition, and certainly not on this one.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Well, Trey is clean, but I mean, Jared only has one miss spare. It's well bowled games.
Well, I think the score correctly. Trey's got a 14-pin lead. The difference is the spare and some count. That 6 count hurt Jared on that washout.
Right.
And that's the difference in this match. Big frame here for Trey. He's a foundation knight. Got it out.
He's just happy that
He's
wasn't
happy
a
that
gutter
he
ball.
didn't get his recount, which would have been a poor count on a spare.
I thought it was going to go in the ditch.
Well, I didn't think it was going to go in a ditch just because his rev rate. But I thought a 3 count was in the
making.
And that
Could
would have been the
been.
equivalent of an open.
Right.
This is not an easy spare.
No, we know.
All right,
That's the
and
way
he
you
covered
want
it.
to
He
cover
covered
it.
it perfectly. Well, situation here is Jared could do himself a lot of good with a strike. Set up 10th frame.
Indeed.
I don't think he's hit the right side of the head pin.
No.
I think the only time he's been right of the head pin is when he threw the washout.
All right. So am I saying this correctly that Trey has a 203 out
And
there?
he's not going to hit it again.
Looks like we're headed to a game 2.
Well, I wouldn't bet on anything right now. We've seen a lot today. And a lot of it wasn't good. There's no reflection on the bowlers. It's just a reflection on how hard this pattern is. Seen a lot of good bowlers struggle.
How many PBA and PWBA people have
Oh,
we
a lot
put
of
through?
them.
College bowlers.
Oh, I was getting ready to say that's the first time Jared's going to be on the right side of the head pin, and he wasn't. He had chopped it off there.
Mm-mm-mm.
So RBS, I think you may be correct. Your favorite words. You are right.
I like those.
Well, max is 177 for Jared here. Should he strike out? It's unlikely that Trey is going to lose. Well, there's the first time Jared was in the pocket, and he gets 10 back on it. So,
There you go.
well, he's
Oh,
certainly loose and enjoying himself. So, a lot
Exactly.
of bowlers would be pretty flustered right
Well, isn't
now.
that what happens though when you decide that it just happens?
Well,
The strike
there's
will come.
nothing he can do. The game's over. And then
Exactly.
you get relaxed, and he threw the best shot he's thrown the entire game.
Exactly. So
And that could be, he just needs to win once.
that's
Oh,
right.
look at this.
All right.
No, that's the 2 best shots he's had the entire game.
I
So
agree.
He may be getting comfortable.
And there's a spare. All right.
Ooh, all right, so 167. Trey has 163. He just needs
And
to
he's
show
his
up.
count. That's all he
So
needs.
Trey
is a little
needs
bit.
some count.
And then we get to play
And
again.
then he's going to have
It's
one
like
more.
free bowling.
Well, we got free bowling here. So Trey needs to get his hand through the ball correctly to carry. He needs to get a
So
little-
if we had paid for admission into this
Then we
establishment
get to
today,
see
we
an
had
extra game.
bonus bowling.
So he needs to get some touch going here to get these corner pins. That's left.
Yeah.
That just tells me he's not confident that he's going to carry.
I think
And
he's steering it.
He's trying to steer the ball a little bit towards the head net. He needs to relax. Whatever Trey needs to do to get a little more axis rotation, a little bit more what I call get a little flippy, a little soft flip at the bottom, and he missed that. Doesn't matter, but he doesn't get another fill shot.
Spare needed. We're gonna have another match. Trey beats
Okay.
Jared, match 1. So match 2 will declare your winner.
So you probably heard that
Whenever you're ready.
over the intercom. This match is now for the championship. The winner of this match will be your 2025 Missouri Masters champion. Jared's going to start us off. And much more aggressive on that shot. Wasn't his best shot, but he was far more aggressive than he was on any shots he had frames 1 through 9.
All right, good spare.
All right, Trey. He needs to do something here to get his carry. He didn't carry very well game 1. Much better shot.
Yes, it was.
Much better shot than what he's had on lane 8. Got that one going more and more down the boards. Had a little bit of left to it, but it was right where he needed it to be.
Exactly. Now Trey is from St. Joe.
Trey's from St. Joe. He bowled the Central High School's team. Went to Baker University. He's on their bowling squad.
Jared's not far away though. He's from North Kansas City, originally from Wisconsin.
All right, second frame here for Trey. This is a big shot for him.
He gets to go to Oktoberfest this year. Whoa,
Okay,
that was
both
high.
of those that was high, but that ball came off the edge. That's classic Trey Myers right there.
There you go.
He's getting the ball to tip a little bit. Time for Jared to start striking.
Oh, that's
He
great.
did not carry the Revolution's Brooklyn
What
shot.
are you doing? Oh, I know. I want just total. Like, yeah.
All right. Well, Jared continues to put down those makeables.
I am.
Exactly what you need to do on a hard shot like this. And that's what got him here, making these spares. Third frame. That's a much better shot. Just took off on him. Difficult 310. He's been shooting.
He spared those up quite a
Well,
few
he's
times
made all the single pin spares, and this is a spare. He can make this spare. It's not impossible to make. Well, he likes it. There you go. Excellent shot. Excellent shot. Well, both players hanging tough. Jared's clean through 3. Trey's on a double. Stepping up here in the third frame.
Well, you know, ultimately, they're both going to get themselves a nice check.
Well, it'll be a nice day for both of them.
Exactly.
I got a little out. Well, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they're still falling, but they didn't fall enough.
Monty said
It's a single. It's a single pin. You're good.
There you go. All right.
Now, an hour ago, I would have said, "Oh, that's going to miss," and I knew it was going to make because it was rev rate. I missed that one on Tyson Cook earlier today, but Tyson had flagged a single pin, but he got it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Somebody
Here's
told
Trey.
Tyson that he needs to go and
Watch that.
watch the video so he can hear you think that he's going to miss that spare.
coming up high.
This is the kind of stuff that starts happening on this pattern.
Well, it does. Start to break down. Trey got in a little bit on that. He got a little more missed in by a board, but he was kind of pointing it off the gutter a little bit. And he gets split.
Wouldn't
Nope.
this be something? Need a score correction.
Yeah. Well, hopefully his bowling ball is okay. All right. So I get him 76 through 4.
Brian, Mr. Manini is on it.
So this has a lot to do with
Manini.
what happens here.
Oh yeah, this is an important moment.
Strike gives Jared a 2-pin lead.
Oh, I see. Tyson's still out here.
Just can't seem he just is unable to get to the right side of the head.
And the interesting thing is it's not always the move left thing.
I'm sorry? No, it was 7. Yeah, he shot that split and hit that and bang and shot across the lane. Goodness. Thought he might chop that.
Notice our proprietor is out here with an intercom so that he can, or excuse me, a walkie, so he can be right there
Well, they're definitely on top of
chatting
things.
with Jackie back there.
They're on top of this to make sure everything ran smoothly.
Exactly.
So far, there's been no problems whatsoever, aside from the occasional ball returns and resets for deadwood, etc. Now, put out the window, but he's not in trouble.
It's definitely a grinder here.
Oh, it's a total grind out.
I mean, really.
A lot of tournament bowlers.
Right now.
A lot of tournament bowlers participated in this. Bowlers that bowl regionals, national championships, open championship, PWBA. Well, it's important for Trey to get back on track here. So strike.
I mean, look at that game. It's a
Three-
clean game.
it's a three-pin-
It's not a pretty
It's a
game, but
3-pin
it's
match.
a clean game.
Well, Jared has a simple game. He keeps the ball in play and he makes the spares.
Quite meaningful.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. Just seemed to be a little forward. To me, it seems like Trey's just a little bunched up at the foul line. And he's able to do that with the way he delivers the ball. But sometimes I think he gets a little bunched up at the foul line and the ball just doesn't come off his hand consistently. Nope.
That hurts.
No, that was a big miss right there. The old unforced error. Now, important right here, Trey strikes. He can strike, get his confidence back.
That takes
Set
the burden
himself
off
up.
your shoulders.
Better shot. Now, Trey's going to make a move on lane 7. I like that shot. It really jumped up on him. Well, he needs to just commit to this shot, give it the respect this single pin deserves, cover this spare.
Yeah, because the other one's gone now. It's a pass. There you go.
All right, well, big moment here for Jared. He could throw a strike here. If he can throw a double, then he can really put Trey on the ropes.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
There you go. You know what? What has to happen now?
Well, he got away with one, and he needs to put a good shot on this and make it a double.
Exactly.
Better shot. And another one. Oh my goodness. High.
Wow.
4-7-10. 4-7-10. Staring at you in the face, and it collapses for a double.
Yeah. Now let's see. We know that this is a good feeling, but anything can
Yeah.
happen.
Absolutely right. But what needs to happen right here is Trey Myers needs to throw a strike. He needs to give himself a chance. He needs to make a really good shot here. Strike in the 7th frame.
Oh, it looks good.
It's just not climbing the hill. It's just not turning the corner. It's too forward. Win or lose, Trey needs to watch this video and look at his ball motion and see how he's got to find a way to get the ball to tip. He's in the right part of the lane with the right ball. He just doesn't have the touch to get the corner pins out.
Managed this game very well all day long.
I don't know about that, Trey. All right, now he really needs to regroup here. He needs to strike. He can shoot 200 if he punches out.
Correct.
200 is a hard game to beat. He certainly can throw 5 in a row.
Yes, you can. We've seen it happen.
Ball change.
Body language is
Yeah.
telling the story.
The ball change told me the story. He didn't have confidence in what he was doing.
Right.
And like I said a moment ago, he has the right ball. He just doesn't have the right touch to get it to shape up to get the corners out. He just doesn't know that. No, well, tough shot. It's going to take a collapse here
This is
on
a,
Jared Heisdorf in order
we'll
to
have to see what
create a
happens.
chance.
This is a big.
Oh,
Pete Weber moment.
this is a Pete Weber moment right here. 8th frame. Put it away.
All
No,
right. Square it up.
another marginal shot, but single pin.
So, Trey has 179 out there. Trey has 119 in the 8th.
Well, looks like 119. Yeah.
119. So he has 179 out
Gonna cover it.
there. Jared has
Jared.
41,
Jared is clean. That's the difference.
151. Needs a mark. He's got a lot of time to put it away. To stay clean.
He is clean. That's the difference in this match.
I know. Exactly. You think Trey just ran out of steam?
He got frustrated. I think he got frustrated because he wasn't getting the ball motion that he was hoping to get, but I don't think he realized his ball was going too forward.
Trey has a
Here's-
lot more games coming out of the loser bracket.
Well, he had the ball a lot to get here.
Yeah, he did.
Tough shot here for Jared, but he's got it.
Excellent. Oh my
He's
gosh. That's
he's
it.
just filling frames.
Did it fill it? Barring disaster, we have a winner.
I don't think he can lose it. That was Trey's max score, 179.
We only need 5 pins.
He'd have to gutter on the first shot and get a lousy count on the second.
Well, I'm way out of high school, so she can say my high school coach.
Watch this one carry.
We have a winner.
Well, I think Trey had the right. I think he had the right ball. Maybe he needed a similar ball with a different layout.
Maybe.
You know, and that's something you have to reflect on.
I think regardless, these are learning experiences, and you mature from them, and you still.
Well, unfortunately, as I can attest, struggles teach you more than victories.
Yeah.
Axis rotation. He got that ball to shape up a little bit more, but he's at this point he's just flustered.
Right.
He knows it's over. Well, there you have it. So Jared Heisdorf is going to be your 2025 Missouri Masters champion,
He is.
defeating Trey Myers, who came from the elimination bracket. Bowled a lot of games to get here and bowled very, very well. Just didn't bowl very well in this last match.
I think he needs to hold his head up high and be proud.
Oh, absolutely. Second place finish against this field.
Exactly. He finished real high. Wasn't he third, fourth last year too?
He was, I believe he finished fourth last year.
Yeah. So next year, the only thing he can improve on is to win.
So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he does just that. He just he needs that. I think that's a pitch black. He needs one with a different layout. He needs something that's gonna read the lane a little different.
All right.
Clean game. I mean, Jared's gonna
Clean
bowl.
game.
Clean game. So what have we been saying all day today was frames win games. You know, filling frames wins games, and that's exactly what happened here in the championship match. So Jared Heisdorf is your champion. Trey Myers is your runner-up.
Come on, now it's on the right.
Makes
Good
no
job.
difference.
Good job.
All right, that's gonna do it. Congratulations to Jared Heisdorf, your 2025 Missouri Masters champion.
You're taking everybody to dinner, right?
A round of applause.
Might as well.
And great bowling to Trey Myers.
Yes,
Third
indeed.
place last year and second place finish
Okay.
this year. It's great bowling all day.
See you again. Oh, yeah.
Get you your prize money, take a photo op.
we will.
Okay.
Good job.
Good meeting you. Good luck to you. Hope to see you around in some tournaments future.
Yeah, I got the list from here. So.
Awesome.
I'll be out. We'll bowl some here. I'm gonna
All right.
Two.
next fall. I'm gonna go out and bowl some tournaments. Might be up north bowling some stuff. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got the sheet over here, so we may come down and bowl some of the 8.
feel like some scratch bowling at Northwest Missouri Seniors Tour is a good event.
Oh, yeah. You got the.
That's one of the sponsors. Well, they got their banner up. They got a
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah, yeah.
Look
I'm
it
not
up.
quite that old yet.
You're not?
No,
Okay.
I got October.
Oh, okay. Well,
October.
as soon as you hit it, you can bowl.
Oh, right. Yeah. October. I'll be 50.
So, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to being.
I'll beat you. I'll beat you.
I'm looking forward to being in the 65 and over bracket section now on those
Right,
tournaments.
right,
So
right.
I got tournaments within tournaments. So I got the tournament itself, then I got the 65 and over
Yeah,
bracket.
no, it's good to be. Yeah.
So
It's like glad. Let you bowl. You can bowl with you guys.
no, absolutely.
Hey, congratulations, Bob.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Oh, wow. It was great watching you
I've been
bowl.
saying all day, filling frames wins games, and that's exactly
Honestly,
what
that's
you
the
did.
only thing
That's
that carried me
exactly
through
what
this
you did.
tournament. That's the only
Exactly what
thing.
you did.
Because I wasn't throwing good shots.
I saw how many half the strikes we saw today were Brooklyn's. So it is what it is. Yeah, great.
I got you.
Got me?
Perfect.
You want landscape? I guess you want landscape. You gonna go out there, or are you gonna do it right there? Yeah, go.
Make a lot of bad shots.
No, you didn't. I want you to watch it.
Okay, hold on. That's awesome. Photo bomber. Okay, now go away. I'm just trying to get you centered. All right, I took 3. Great. It was fun to watch. Okay, you feel better now? He was more nervous.
I might not go to our class.
A little bit more understanding.
You might need to sleep in.
Yeah, exactly. No mass.
Separates good tour players from great tour players.
You? Oh my God.
Yep.
So, okay, here's the deal. Next year, the only thing you do is go up.
Get the way.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I
Take
need.
a photo of Trey and I.
Sure, I'll take a photo and then you take a photo of me and Monty.
Deal.
You want to be down there? Use this.
Go down here. Yeah.
So much.
Appreciate it.
Oh, so where's my phone? I used it to level off that tablet because it was driving me crazy, that thing being canceled. And I tried to adjust it, but I just wanted to escape it.
We're still live.
This is the 1-year anniversary this month of our health journey. It was much more fun this year than last year. Much more fun this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
You weren't the only one.
I know.
Right?
And what I found curious, when I got to watch 9 and 10, and then later 17 and
Hi,
18,
everybody.
I mean, I didn't see anybody making me look stupid.
All right, do you have an earpiece for me?
Do I have one? Yeah, right here.
Wave at everybody. Wave bye.
Bye.
Show them your eagle.
Yeah.
Look at that
There
bird.
you go. Are we off the air?
We're off.
There's a lot of people who are going to be happy it wasn't Ryan Powers. I know that.